What's going on, Failroaders? I'm Joshua Thomas, and I am here to talk to you about quite possibly one of the most popular video games on Steam right now. Season 3 of Deep Rock Galactic is here, and it's still an incredibly fun game. While DRG is definitely designed to play with 2 to 4 people, it is still fun to play by yourself. The reason single player is fun is because of your robot companion Bosco. Bosco's like a scout class in robot form. He can go anywhere, move fast, reach objects that would be much harder for any of the other dwarf classes. So here's everything you need to know about controlling Bosco. Consider this kind of like a beginner's guide, and then towards the end we're going to talk about some stuff that you maybe even didn't know after playing this game for even several hours on single player. So the first thing you want to think about is upgrading Bosco. Before you even get started on the single player game, be sure to check out Bosco's upgrades, which is in the computer terminal right to the right of where you can do your upgrades to your dwarves. I recommend increasing his damage output and adding at least 1 extra revive. Personally, I don't need extra rockets, but I'll leave that up to you. You can get extra rockets if you want. Having an extra revive can save you from failing a mission. When you miss a step and fall down a chasm while fighting alien bugs, walking backwards or something. That's happened to me. Other than that, it's really up to you, your unique playstyle, as to which upgrades you get for Bosco, but definitely recommend increased damage and extra lives, like as many as you feel like you need. Bosco only accompanies you when you play DRG solo. So obviously if you choose solo, you're guaranteed to get your robot friend. But did you know you can also choose host friend only and host public, and Bosco will still join you, as long as you're by yourself to begin with. The moment a friend or a random gamer joins you, Bosco will just disappear, like he just poofs out of there like a ninja. This also means that when choosing a mission, if people have already joined you, then Bosco obviously won't appear as well. But this is very important because you want friends or randos to be able to hop in while you're playing a game. Then you'll need to choose one of those options. When I first started playing the game, I was choosing solo because I thought that solo was the only way to get Bosco. So whenever my friends would jump into the game and they would say, "Hey man, I can't join you, you're playing solo," I'd be like, "What do you mean? I thought that's what I had to do." But no, so if you are expecting people to join you later, or you just want people to join you, be sure to choose the host friends only or host public. So now that you know how to get Bosco, there's one more thing to talk about before we get into missions, and that's beer. Bosco doesn't drink. And that means if you drink a beer like Pots of Gold, which gives you a crazy gold bonus when mining, Bosco will not share that perk with you. Let's hop into a mission to see exactly what I mean. So here you can see how much gold I'm mining with each chunk. I'm getting like a ton of gold per chunk. And here's Bosco mining gold, and you can see that he's mining much less. So even if it's in a hard to reach area, you may want to figure out a way to get to that gold, especially if you're just wanting to farm lots of gold in a mission like that. You see Bosco's just getting the normal numbers while mining the gold yourself gets you the crazy gold bonus. So just be aware of that while drinking Pots of Gold and other beers that give you perks and missions. Bosco does not share those perks, no matter what. So the Dark Morkite, Bosco simply does not get that bonus. Now that we're into missions, let's talk about all the things Bosco will automatically do for you. We'll brush over this stuff because, well, he automatically does it for you. Bosco will obviously attack enemies for you, and this is one of the first things you'll see him do. But with a click of your laser pointer, which you can activate by holding control, then left-clicking on a target, he will attack a single enemy until that enemy is dead or until you give him another command. This means if he's attacking a rather fast target like an annoying Fester Flea, then he may travel far away from you in order to finish that creature off. It'll take some time for him to get back to you, so just be aware. Bosco will automatically revive you so long as he has a revive left. You can see his revive indicator. It's represented by the squares in his little icon that's above your health bar. He natively starts off with 2 revives, but with upgrades he can have more, and I recommend it again. The last thing Bosco will do automatically is vacuum up lithofoam for you, which is something new in Season 3. And it wasn't always like this. At the beginning of Season 3, Bosco had to be commanded with the laser pointer to vacuum up lithofoam, which is what you're seeing in this footage. It was clunky and not fun to do, as you had to drop your foam gun every time and then look for it on the ground, pick it back up, rinse and repeat. Thankfully, the devs quickly changed this in a patch, and now he will vacuum on his own. But keep in mind that Bosco will also prioritize attacking enemies over vacuuming lithofoam, so you can still use your laser pointer to command him to vacuum instead. Now let's talk about everything you'll have to command Bosco to do. And one of the first things you'll likely have him do is mine out-of-reach minerals. This is fantastic because no single class is great at getting all hard-to-reach minerals, not even the Scout. But Bosco can just hover on up with no problem, which makes me wonder why they don't just give the dwarves that same hover technology. Yeah, I'm looking too hard into this. Anyway, even having Bosco mine minerals that are within reach is still great. While he's doing that, you can tackle other more important and fun jobs, like mining more minerals. But there's plenty of other things you can do as well. Just double check after he's done though, because sometimes he leaves chunks behind. You'll have to command him to finish the job. You probably already know this just by testing Bosco out, but he can light up areas. All you have to do is click your laser pointer on any unimportant object or wall or area, and Bosco will shine all of his lights over there. It does make him a little bit brighter too, but it may or may not be something that you prefer to use. It's up to you. Bosco fires rockets as well, but this time you have to right-click the target with your laser pointer. He'll fire a rocket anywhere you tell him to, not just at enemies, so that can come in handy sometimes. Remember this though, when you're frantically running from a swarm, just make sure your laser pointer is exactly where you want it to be before giving the command, because it's pretty annoying when he misses. And fast-moving targets, he can absolutely miss as well. So yeah, just be aware of that. Next, Bosco will dig large objects out of the ground, like Jadis or gold chunks or alien eggs. He's especially awesome when you have those eggs or annoying quarks on a cave ceiling or wall, those just super like, how the heck am I going to get up there areas. You can just aim your laser pointer at a spot on the other side of the freaking map, and he'll fly all the way over there, dig up the resource, and bring it back without you even having to move an inch. He'll also pick up these heavy items if you command him to with the laser pointer, so that's really convenient for times when you've got a lot of large heavy objects, and maybe you don't have Molly with you and you need to take it to a special rig, especially in the Aquark missions. So you can command him to just run halfway across the map, retrieve something within your vision, and then bring it back, or even have him pick something up that's like in a deep chasm that would just be really difficult for you to get down there and carry up yourself. Well, that was it for more of the obvious stuff. Now here are some things that you may not have known about Bosco even after getting the tutorial on him. Pressing X will cancel anything that Bosco is doing and have him come to your location. But did you know that pressing X while Bosco is holding a heavy object will cause him to throw that object directly to you, as long as he's close enough to you, that is. So this is really great, once again, for when you have lots of heavy objects to move. If he's, say, within 20 feet of you, up, down, left, or right, he'll just toss that object on over to you, and it's really easy to sort of create a bucket brigade with him getting these heavy objects, and it's just so much faster, so much more convenient. Another thing that you may not have known is that Bosco can dig dirt tunnels for you. He'll only do this with compact dirt, though. You know, that's the brown dirt that leads to other open areas on your map. So oftentimes you have to bring up your terrain scanner in order to see the hidden areas and dig in those directions. He'll pretty much dig in a straight line from where you point your laser, and not stop until he either runs out of compact dirt or breaks through to another area. This is great if you really need to hurry through the next area, but a swarm of enemies is chasing you, or maybe you've got a haunted location and the ghost is following you and there's nothing you can do. It's better to run and let Bosco do the digging while you get your butt out of danger. And the last thing on our list, another thing that you may have overlooked, is Bosco will build and repair pipelines. That's right. After you lay down the pipelines, you can click on the segments that need construction and he'll get to work. He'll keep building until the pipeline is done or until you give him another command. If you build alongside him, then the work will also get done twice as fast. So you can hopscotch along a single pipe or work on 2 different pipes at the same time, or lay new pipe while he's building the first one. And once the bugs start attacking the pipes, you can also command Bosco to fix leaks both near and far. So once again, you can multitask even in single player simply by having Bosco go halfway across the map where you can see a leaky pipe. Well, that's everything you need to know for your guide of Bosco in Season 3. Here's an extra tidbit. Try pressing the V button while looking at Bosco and see what he does. The V button's the one that makes your character say all the different rock and stone lines. Hopefully I covered everything your robot companion can do. Did I miss anything? If so, let me know in a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you'll check out more board game and video game videos on the FailroadExpress. We've got tons of live plays of Deep Rock Galactic. We love playing it, and we generally do that once a week. So hope you'll check those out, and you can start here. Catch you next time.